it's not gone unnoticed, and people are going to be looking to you for support in some way, shape, or form. Hi, my name's Dee, and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now, this is phase 3 of the Eclipse effect readings for Capricorn. So basically, if you've watched the other two, you can just close your ears for a moment. There was the 2 eclipses, solar and lunar, over Christmas and the New Year, along the Cancer-Capricorn axis, and followed with the Saturn and Pluto conjunction, which you'll have all heard plenty about by now. And now we're on the 3rd reading through in the series of the 6 reading series of how those eclipse energies are affecting you, integrating with your life, how you are taking advantage of those sort of readings and what have you. So you will see my shuffle video appearing, no, that side, as I speak. But I want you to think of a question, a recent question of what's going on at the moment. Pause the video if you have to, focus on the question. You can, if you've been watching these as a series, you can simply follow the story along if you want, but you'll get more out of it by having spent some time focusing in on a question. Energy in, energy out. Of course, it's a general reading. It's not going to be 100% accurate for 1/12 of the population of the planet, but with my viewing figures, I'm not going to hit 1/12 of the population of the planet. But if it does mean anything to you, or if you've enjoyed this series, please press subscribe and comment down below so that I can know what's happening. So let me bring up the cards. So Capricorn, you're really coming into your power at the moment. Right at the center of the spread, we have the Devil with the 2 of Wands. Now, the Devil is your card. In case you didn't know that, I'm not being mean. The Devil is your card. But we've also got the Devil in the recent past as well, with the King of Swords. Now, if you've watched my readings before, you know I always like to clarify the Devil cards, because I do feel like you've just had a fairly fertile time, but you have been standing on your own. And is this because you've reacted to something and cut something out? The Devil there is clarifying the King of Swords, and I've got the 6 of Wands with it. Victory. So it does strike me like there is something that you had recently cut out, something that had the astrological influence you just passed through was the Sun and the Hierophant, which indicates that the rules were actually smiling upon you. But there was something along the rules that you had to pay attention to. I mean, the last spread, the phase 2 spread, was very much about keep the faith. But there is something that you have cut out and got a victory over, which has led you to plan even further. And like I say, you're in your own, definitely come into your own power, but you have to use it judiciously. We've got the Queen of Swords here, clarified by the High Priestess. So you've got to use your intuition. And you do feel like you are led currently and that things are going well for you. Yes, so to clarify the Devil card right in the center of the reading, we have the Strength card with Vine of the Goetia. Builds towers or destroys stone walls, causes rough waters, and finds witches. So yes, you're coming into your own power, but you have to use it judiciously. You have to be careful. You may have cut one thing out, but don't go on a whole, right, I cut this out, I cut that out, I cut the other out spree. Because progress right now will be slow. But you are coming into a time where what you are wanting the world to, well, with the last 2 readings, you've come into a time where anything you are setting your hands to is coming around and is working. But as I say, progress is going to be slow. for the meantime. And again, there is this urge to keep faith. So although you feel like you're being led, and you are by this point in a good position, someone else is presenting a new dream to you, and you're like thinking, do I really want to make a commitment to this new dream and waste my energy on it when I've been going well on this one? But bear in mind that your dream has been in a dynamic state this entire time. Here, it's like you've finally settled on the direction that you're heading to. We've got Nine of Cups in a potential future with a burden that you want to take up that will give you some form of wish fulfillment. But this is in reaction to news about your recognition, recognition of the work that you have been doing, the efforts that you have been putting in. Some news there opens up a whole new burden to you. So if this is a job thing or a business thing, that's quite understandable. If this is a more personal, more internal process, then it's not gone unnoticed. It's not gone unnoticed, and people are going to be looking to you for support in some way, shape, or form. Something that you may or may not want to give with everything that you've cut out recently. But it's been a balancing act, and you've been in this balancing act before of trying to surge forward while keeping hold of all your commitments. And it may have led to anxiety in the past, but it was something that you was pulled along with. Your intuition was saying, yeah, go on, keep going this way. And you're going, you want me to go that way? Why do you want me to go this way? But this is the same thing that's going on at the minute. You are being led at the moment. Stick with it. Just be very, very gentle, very, very judicious on once you may have cut something out recently. You don't necessarily need to cut anything else out, but if you do, consider it deeply before you cut something else out, because the fact that the Queen of Swords with the High Priestess is there is showing me that, yeah, think about and use your intuition about what you need to cut out. But the fact that the Queen of Swords is there shows that there may still be something that you need to cut out, or the fact that you need to gather information together. Because if you are requiring strength at the moment, I think maybe you are passing through some rough waters. And again, that is why there is that urge still across, keep the faith. Don't necessarily head to a new dream. Stick with the dream that you've been working on recently. Let's find what this... So community and door to personal healing and happiness. That's a good one, eh? So there is wish fulfillment coming to you if you want to take up the burden. What is interesting to me is that by pulling together two disparate parts of your life, you are surging ahead with a form of rebirth, but it is also dealing with a lot of, I think these must be old hurts, because the Nine of Wands, of course, is the Wounded Warrior card, but it looks here incredibly, incredibly fertile. So there's a chance of where you had all the anxieties all that time ago when you was being led by your intuition. You went, okay, I'm going to go with this. And then you just found it as maybe not too much to handle, but a hell of a lot to handle. And it meant there was sleepless nights. There was times that you were biting your nails. There was times where, can I keep up with all of this? And I think with these cards, there's a fear of that sort of influence coming back again. Ain't going to happen. You're a different person now. You've come into your own power. And this is just on phase 3 of the eclipse. So far, everything is going really well for you. And don't look for problems where there aren't any. If you are feeling so good, don't worry about this past anxiety. Even if there are certain old hurts, I noticed this Two of Swords from that bitter person from the phase 1 reading is still poking its head up above all of the cards that I've laid down. So that again makes me think that that was a family influence, because they ain't going away, but you've got friends that are supporting you. And if you notice, this is all sevens. 7, 14, which is twice 7. Okay, numerologically it's a 5, but twice 7. And then 34, which numerologically is a 7. So 777, your what is it? That I think that's your manifestation is proceeding exactly as planned, and the angels and what have you are supporting you. So if this means anything to you, Capricorn, comment down below. If you've watched the whole series, you know what I'm going to say now. Phase 4 will be the next one that I will film in a couple of moments. But comment down below. Please subscribe. Look out for your lunar readings, your new moon, full moon, waning moon, waxing moon readings, especially the waning and waxing. I think with all this that you've got going on, the waning and waxing readings should be something where what you're looking to increase and what you're looking to decrease is going to be quite an important factor for you. Okay, so that's it then. See you next reading. Cheers.